Hi there, my name's Heidi Vella. I'm with Hemant Chaurasia, Chief Product Officer at space exploration company Fleet Space. We're going to discuss how advances in space technology can support faster and more scalable mineral discovery. So nice to meet you, Hemant.
You too, Heidi?
So, companies exploring for minerals want good quality data and they want it as fast as possible. This has always been the case, but the energy transition has put more emphasis on reducing time frames. At Fleet Space, this is what your technology exosphere is designed to do. Can you tell us a bit more about how you do that?
Yeah, absolutely. So Fleet began as a space startup, and really we've taken that space technology and applied it to this problem, looking at, first of all, ambient noise tomography, a form of geophysics that provides this 3D imaging of the subsurface. Um, and what we've done at Fleet is design our own version of an ANT sensor. It's the first seismic node specifically designed for ambient noise tomography and integrated a low power direct to satellite modem in every single node. So what we have achieved that way is getting the data out of the field in real time during a survey, where historically this would have taken weeks or months to take the data out of the field, process the data, and all of that. So by getting the data directly out of the ground, so to speak, and into the cloud in real time, we're able to do a couple of things. One is we can monitor data quality in real time. So when there are issues with data collection, we can respond immediately. Gives us the highest quality output, but also the fastest output because we know exactly when we've collected enough data to stop. And that's sort of one half of the equation. The other half of the equation is what we do in the cloud. And the processing itself is something that has taken a long time historically, could be weeks typically, or even months. And we have a team of some of the pioneers in the world of ANT and mineral exploration who have been hard at work for 2 years now, automating and perfecting our workflow to get that down to actually within 48 hours, we're able to iterate, review geologically, and publish the 3D model to our clients. So that really the elements of it are the satellite data backhaul and this highly optimized and automated workflow in the cloud.
And you've been working with many tier one mining companies. Can you give us a few examples of how you're working with them to deploy the technology and what benefits it's bringing?
Yeah, definitely. So a few that we've announced would be Barrick and Rio Tinto. Barrick Gold is a particularly good case I wanted to speak about. So for for Barrick in the Reko Diq project out in Pakistan, we've done a wide range of surveys over more than 1,000 square kilometers, looking for groundwater sources for the Reko Diq project, which is a critical problem to solve for the development of that mine, $7 billion plus project. And really, the Barrick team had extremely limited options on geophysics that they could deploy in that part of the world due to the terrain, the remoteness, the difficulties logistically of getting any form of heavy equipment or specialist technicians out there. And we were able to serve that need very easily because of how our product is designed, is to be very quickly deployed anywhere in the world, and have the same real-time experience, the same 3D data set. So we were able to do that over more than 1,000 square kilometers at Reko Diq in short order, mapped the crystalline basement, which is the thing they were looking for to be able to guide this groundwater definition, and actually even had extra time to go do more surveys across their copper porphyry complex in that area. That has been another big win for Barrick. But and another one just to call out to illustrate how the technology is being used in the Athabasca Basin in northern Canada. We have a number of customers, one in particular, Uranium Energy Corporation, is a great example of what's possible on speed. Since you started out talking about speed, we did a survey for them in April of this year, 1 month to image an area they were interested in near the Rough Rider deposit. And within 8 weeks, they were able to form targets, put drill rigs on targets, actually analyze drilling results, and announced within 3 months what they have declared as their best hole to date, intercepting high-grade mineralization, uranium mineralization over a significant length. Since then, another round of results. So going in sort of 4 months from a survey to mineral interceptions that they're viewing as their best to date is just a sign of the type of speed that we can achieve with customers.
And you've, as part of your offering, you've also launched a new AI mineral exploration technology. So that's called Exosphere Discovery. So can you tell us a bit about this and more generally, what are the benefits of AI in mineral discovery?
Yeah, absolutely. So ultimately, the question that our customers want to answer is, where should I drill next? Where do I put my drill hole to advance my exploration program and get towards that discovery faster? And where we've started as a company is with this ambient noise tomography because it is this scalable 3D data set that's very unique. There's a very deliberate choice because if you're going to train a model or inform a geologist either way about how to predict geological patterns in the subsurface, you want a fully 3D data set, something that is natively 3D in a physics-based way that you can collect quickly where you want it, right? And that is everything that we've built in Exosphere ANT. And the way to use that best is to actually combine that data with other data types, whether it's gravity, magnetics, um, other types of geophysics and geochemistry, and drilling data. And for a while, we were doing that manually through our geologists comparing these side by side. But the real opportunity is to use modern machine learning methods, which are very well positioned to add a lot of value in this space by performing that data integration in an objective way between these geophysics, starting with our ANT and anything else the client has, and integrating that with the drilling information that exists. So, for example, in a copper porphyry exploration area, if we have some amount of drilling that has copper assays in it, and we also have ANT over that area, we can very easily apply the technology we've built in Exosphere Discovery to predict copper mineralization over an area and guide drilling targets in a way that's both data driven and geologist reviewed and interpreted, is what we do with Exosphere Discovery. So basically, it's about, what has always been the approach in exploration is take all the data sets you can get, put the puzzle pieces together, and form your theory as to the geology and choose targets. We're providing an assistive technology using modern machine learning that has made such an impact in other industries, bringing that to mining now.
And so that is further speeding up the process, would you?
That's right, because now, if you're starting with uh, maybe more data than you can digest very quickly as a exploration manager or exploration geologist, this is a way to automate effectively the recommendation of where you should pay attention in drill targeting and also why you should pay attention by singling out exactly which features of the data sets add up to that area being a prospective target. And this is something that's been familiar in the past at a very regional scale using large area 2D data sets. What's new is to do this in 3D at the target scale with a data set that you actually are able to acquire on demand when you need more of it, either closer to your target or in a different area.
So fleet-based technology is it's harnessing sort of many advancements in technology, and it's it's a new way of doing things for exploration in a way. So, what impact do you think this approach will have on the future of exploration?
Yeah, well, the impact that we're solving for, the thing that we're excited about, is really to massively shorten the amount of time it takes to go from a theory of an area or even just a tenement that you're starting to explore down through the scalar reduction process from tenement down to prospects and then to specific drill targets and get all the way to either a discovery in a resource, delineating that resource quickly, or very quickly sterilizing that area and moving on. We want to shorten that time. And the like I said before, the the time-honored way to do that is collect all these different data sets, different geophysical data sets and drilling and geochemistry that each provide a different piece of the puzzle, and very manually digest these, and also sort of sometimes be at the mercy of processes that take a long time, the geophysical surveys and things like that. But what we're doing at Fleet, starting with ANT and this new AI product, X-Ray Discovery, is making that at least 10 times faster with the technology that we have. And basically making the learning loop that used to be sort of one season at a time or even one year at a time, make that learning loop something that you can, form an idea, test the idea, learn and adapt multiple times, several times within a single season. And that's what we think will allow the big picture need, like if we really zoom out and talk about the world's critical need for copper, nickel, cobalt, all these other critical minerals, this is what we see as a vital part of the solution for the world.
And are you seeing a lot of interest from companies? You mentioned some that you're working with, but is it sort of the wider mining industry? Is there a lot of interest there?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, anything in the mining industry is not a very tech-heavy industry, is one thing that's I think true. And so people in the industry are understandably, cautious about new technologies. And at Fleet, we embrace that completely. And what we've done over the last 2 years is more than 300 ANT surveys, published many papers and case studies with customers to show basically exactly how this works, how the ANT adds value, and also the benefits of how Fleet does all of that with real-time data quality and speed. And I would say that that's taken off remarkably. For example, last year, 2023, we were highlighted by the Australian Financial Review as Australia's fastest growing company. That is a sign of how much market adoption we've seen, triple-digit growth over the last 2 years.
Okay, great. Well, that's all been really interesting. And yeah, good luck with all your work. And thank you so much for taking the time to have a chat with us.
My pleasure. Thanks so much.
Thank you.